medieval Swedish testicle dagger discovered. Archaeologists were excavating at Gullberg Fortress in Sweden have discovered a distinctive 15th century dagger featuring a design resembling male genitalia, leading to its nickname Testicle Dagger. Now let's deep dive into this AI podcast.
Sometimes history throws us a real curveball. We know the medieval period knights, castles, serious business. But then something gets dug up that's just, well, a bit unexpected. And that's exactly what's happened over in Sweden.
Absolutely. There's this big archaeological dig happening at Gullberg Fortress in Gothenburg. It's tied into the Västlinken rail project, been going since about 2014.
Right.
And they found this dagger, 15th century, but it's the design that's really got people talking.
The Testicle Dagger, I believe it's being called?
Not exactly subtle.
Not at all. But Gullberg Fortress itself, it's a really significant place, historically speaking.
Yeah, it wasn't just any old castle, was it? It played a key role.
Oh, definitely. It was built up over centuries, 14th to 17th, a major defense against the Danish-Norwegian forces, particularly for controlling access to Ellsberg Castle nearby.
Oh.
And you can actually see the history in the walls, different materials like stone, brick, earth, timber from different periods. So right in the middle of this serious strategic fortress, they find this, well, very provocative weapon. Can you describe it a bit more?
Sure. So the blade itself, the iron part, it's broken.
Sure.
But the hilt, it's in remarkably good shape, made of curly birchwood.
Okay.
And the key feature, the bit that gives it the name, are these two sort of rounded orbs right above the grip. And then the pommel itself is rounded too. The whole effect is pretty clearly mimicking male anatomy.
Wow. Yeah, you can't really mistake that. It sounds very deliberate. What are the archaeologists thinking, just for shock value?
Well, the consensus is that the look was definitely intentional. I mean, you don't accidentally make a dagger look like that.
Right.
But what's interesting is thinking about whether that striking design also had maybe a practical purpose.
Practical? How could that design be practical?
Well, think about the grip. Those rounded parts and the enlarged pommel, they could actually give you a much stronger, more secure hold on the weapon.
I see, like it stops your hand slipping.
Exactly. Anders Altner, he's from the State Historical Museum, he brought this up. He suggested it might allow for, more powerful thrusts, maybe even better for getting through gaps in armor in close combat.
Huh. Interesting.
But he also stressed, the look itself was probably a big part of it, too.
So maybe it's both, a functional design and a statement piece, perhaps.
That seems like a very real possibility, and it's important to remember this dagger wasn't found all by itself.
Oh. What else turned up in the dig?
All sorts of things that paint a broader picture of life there. Crossbow bolts from the same sort of period, the 15th century.
Okay, military stuff. Makes sense.
Yeah, and then from later periods, cannonballs, bits of pistols, shows how warfare changed. But also, really everyday items, beer taps, cookware.
Beer taps, right. So soldiers needed a drink after all.
Seems so. And they even found a limestone sundial. A little glimpse into how they managed their time.
A sundial. That's quite evocative. Amidst all the military hardware, was there something else? A small container?
Yes. A palm-sized canister with holes in it. The theory, right now anyway, is that it was a sand spreader.
Sand spreader? For what?
For drying ink on documents. You sprinkle sand on the wet ink. It suggests, administration, record-keeping happening even in a fortress setting.
Fascinating. Little details like that. And pottery, too, I read.
That's right. Bits of ceramic, both imported stuff and locally made pieces. That tells you about trade, what people were eating or drinking from, just general life patterns at this really key border stronghold.
Which stayed important for a long time, didn't it?
Oh, yes. Well into the 19th century, they kept adding defenses. It remained strategically vital.
It's amazing how one, let's say, unusual artifact like this dagger can kind of unlock all these other aspects of the past. It makes you think about the people.
It really does. Life back then was undoubtedly tough, but clearly not without its peculiarities. Maybe even a sense of humor we don't always associate with the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
And you can still see parts of the old fortress wall today. It's a physical link back to that time.
So wrapping up, this testicle dagger isn't just some historical oddity. It's a window, really. Shows us practicality, maybe symbolism, maybe even a bit of medieval personality, all rolled into one object.
Exactly. It's a great reminder of the complexity of the past. And, thinking about that sand spreader, the beer taps, the dagger, it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Wonder what?
Well, what seemingly ordinary things from our time might future archaeologists dig up and interpret in ways that would seem totally surprising or maybe even funny to us now?
Why would a medieval weapon be designed in such a provocative shape? Comment it. Thanks.